Meet Frida, the Jaguar Cub. For this youngster, growing up wild is one giant adventure. To survive in Brazil's iconic wetlands, Frida must learn the laws of the land. Like when to hide and when to fight. She has her mother to teach her. But her greatest test will be using those skills alone in this fierce land. All across South America, baby animals are taking their first steps and tackling their first challenges. Their generations are the future of their species. They are the new kids in the wild. This is Gatuna. She's a 7-year-old jaguar, one of the most elusive cats on the planet. Her home is Brazil's Pantanal, the largest tropical wetland in the world. It stretches along the western border of Brazil and is crisscrossed with rivers. Gatuna lives in a pocket of this wild land called Caiman Ecological Refuge, a protected area rich in wildlife. It's over 500 square kilometers of wetland, grassland, and small pockets of forest. Jaguars are increasingly rare across South America. But not here. Caiman Ecological Refuge floods every year. With its huge range of habitats, the wildlife is diverse. This means plentiful prey for Gatuna and the other jaguars who live in this hotspot. Gatuna has a GPS collar to help people learn more about these elusive hunters and keep them protected. She's a solitary predator with a wealth of experience on her side. And today, she has vital work to do. She's marking her territory, spraying urine and leaving droppings. It's a warning to other jaguars. This is her domain. It's especially important right now because she's hiding something precious. Tucked away in the undergrowth, Gatuna has cubs. This is Frida. And her sister, Alma. They're 6 months old and starting to explore the world. Like all jaguar cubs, Frida and her sister were born blind and deaf. They're so vulnerable. The early weeks were spent in remote dens, out of sight. Frida was 3 months old when the family set off into Gatuna's wider world. She'll stay close to her mum for 2 years as she learns the skills to be a successful jaguar. She needs her mum's protection. There are many dangers here. The biggest is from other jaguars. Now, at 6 months, the family are in a wood at the edge of Gatuna's territory. Day by day, Frida gets to see more of her home. There's lots of new sights. New smells to sniff. New animals to discover. It's very exciting. But her first jaguar lesson definitely isn't exciting. How to stay safe and hidden when Gatuna heads off. Her mum has a busy morning ahead. Female jaguars raise their cubs alone, and it's breakfast time. There's a lot of choice on the menu. Like this pampas deer. But sneaking up on herbivores is no easy task. They're constantly wary. Gatuna is an expert in ambush. The tall grass is the perfect cover. Gatuna's built for strength, not speed. She needs to get close before making her move. Spotted. She's an expert huntress, but even she will regularly miss her targets. Gatuna has had no breakfast, but Frida can definitely have hers. Her mum's milk is so rich and filling, Frida can go for days without nursing. Very handy. Frida is eating meat now too, as she's almost weaned. With breakfast finished, there's no time to rest for our jaguar mum. Frida and her sister are left to hide. Again. Already, they're very different cats. Frida is curious and bold. Alma is much more cautious. But Frida can usually coax her sister to play. These games are a vital part of growing up. They're helping Frida get strong and coordinated. She'll need those skills very soon. Although this reserve is huge, Gatuna's territory overlaps with other jaguars. Frida spots movement. This is Luna, a neighbor. She's a young mum with cubs of her own. Frida knows to stay quiet and hope she's not seen. Without her mum, she's an easy target. Danger averted, thanks to her mother's teaching. Frida was born just before the rainy season. The Pantanal floods every year. Rivers overflow their banks, and immense lakes appear. Now, the cubs are 9 months old, and it's the middle of the dry season. Water levels are dropping daily. Frida is a full-time meat eater, and she has a growing appetite. The good news is, during the dry season, lakes turn to ponds. Animals congregate in these smaller areas. So with the cubs hiding nearby, Gatuna sets out to find lunch for everyone. But here, there's fierce competition. These are Yakari Caiman. They're top ambush hunters, constantly ready to kill. These Caiman have few predators, but Gatuna is one of them. She has a secret weapon. Swimming. Gatuna arrives unnoticed. Caiman are quick. Gatuna is quicker. She carries the Caiman back to her cubs. It's still safer for Frida to eat takeout than go to a kill site. A fresh carcass attracts other predators, and a young cub could suddenly be on the menu. Frida loves the soft white meat. It's her absolute favorite. This is another great reason to learn how to hunt. So after lunch, while Gatuna relaxes, Frida practices her takedown skills on Alma. She's watched her mother pounce on her prey, then bite through the skull or back of the neck. Frida is getting stronger and braver every day. It's great fun being able to wrestle her sister to the ground. Building the agility to catch a caiman, though, is going to take some real practice. The sun rises on the Pantanal. For Frida and Alma, there's an exciting morning ahead. Each day, Gatuna leads them deeper into her 40 square kilometer territory. And teaches them more about being a jaguar. Today, it's sniffing out the nearest fresh water. It's a timely lesson. As the sun burns through, temperatures rocket. It doesn't take them long to find a watering hole. It's the perfect spot for Frida's coolest lesson: swimming. Frida heads straight to the edge, while Alma and her mum watch from the sidelines. She can't resist a dip. Frida is a natural, paddling in the shallows. Alma isn't so sure. Frida looks to her sister to tempt her in. Following her mum, Alma finds her courage. But stays close. Learning to swim will mean Frida can catch more caiman, a food she loves so much. But Alma has already had enough. Looks like learning to swim is going to take ages. Early afternoon, and it's still sweltering. Everyone is resting in the heat. Gatuna can't sit around all day. She has 2 hungry mouths to feed. The sisters have to play the waiting game again. Their mum could be gone for hours. And they should stay put and stick together. Usually, Alma's the timid one. But today, she's the first to break the rules and head out on an adventure. Frida is quick to follow. Traveling with Mum has brought them more confidence. Soon Gatuna will let them hunt small prey, alone. Their instincts tell them to get exploring and test out some new skills. Frida has learnt from her mum that to find prey, she must listen and sniff out clues. Her nose has found something. It's a great chance to try out some stalking. She creeps as close as she can. Definitely one for the practice list. Alma's following a very different smell. She's not sure what it is. Or more importantly, if it's tasty. This giant anteater is out on the hunt. His strange shape is perfect for eating ants and termites. His long snout fits into narrow holes, with a tongue that can reach up to 60 centimeters. His sense of smell is superb. It sniffs out prey and predators. Curious Frida can't resist a closer look. The anteater is alarmed by their scent, but stands its ground. An adult jaguar would be frightening, but not these 2 cubs. Undeterred, Frida tries her new stalking technique. And gets firmly told off. The sisters have got the drive, just not the size or the skill. While the cubs are off getting into mischief, Gatuna is nearby, keeping an eye on a squadron of peccary. They're snuffling for grubs and roots. The shrinking lake has lots of visitors. More eyes to watch out for danger. Gatuna needs to be at her stealthy best. The peccary have babies. But a baby wouldn't make much of a meal for a family of 3. So Gatuna sets her sights on something bigger. An adult foraging alone. Gatuna catches it and carries it back to the cubs. Her daughters are tucked in their hiding place just in time. Frida emerges to find a family-sized peccary, and Alma's already pushing her way to the front. These new adventures really are making her braver and hungry. Frida lets her have first dibs, for now. The peccary has left its mark on Frida's mum. It's a reminder of just how dangerous hunting can be. But right now, this cut is the least of Gatuna's worries. With highly tuned nose and ears, she senses they have company. Gatuna's biggest threat comes from other jaguars. She's on the edge of her territory. This could be a male looking for a mate, or a hungry neighbor. Either way, her family are at risk. Scratching the grass where they were lying, she covers their scent and sends them into hiding. It's just in time. The intruder is here. It's Luna, the young mum from next door. She smelled the peccary and wants it for her family. She's too close for comfort. They'll avoid fighting if they can. Neither can afford to get hurt. Gatuna tries to push her rival away. Luna stands her ground. The younger cat backs down. For now. The battle is over, but definitely not the war. The following morning, both mothers are battle-worn, but haven't moved far. Both have territories and cubs to defend. Both want to hold their ground. Luna is back for round 2. By rolling, she indicates some submission. But she's not giving any ground. Gatuna is having none of it. Neither cat can afford another fight. Neither can they sit here forever. Their cubs need them. Gatuna is the more experienced and heavier cat. Luna knows it. Gatuna needs Luna gone. She stalks the other cat. Pushing her back into her own patch. She holds the pressure when Luna pauses. And then pushes again. Finally, the younger cat accepts defeat. With Luna gone, Gatuna hurries back to her cubs. She She's been away almost 48 hours. They'll be hungry. She heads towards the peccary dinner spot, calling as she gets near. Alma appears obediently from the hiding place. Frida is nowhere to be seen. Gatuna calls, but no second cub bounces from the woodland. Gatuna keeps calling, but nothing. In fact, Frida is too far away to hear her mum. Bored with waiting, she's headed off, alone. She's found a great new patch of forest to explore. But her solo adventure has taken an unexpected turn. Pumas also stalk the Pantanal. Normally, they give way to the larger jaguars. But at 9 months old, Frida is nearly the same size as this prowler. Frida's just witnessed a cat fight, and it wasn't pretty. She stays hidden. But now she has a bigger dilemma. Hide out here with only a chance that her mother will find her. Or search for her family, exposing herself to more danger. Frida decides to stay put for now. One prowling cat is more than enough company for an afternoon. Gatuna has been calling and walking for hours, with no response. The reality is harsh. Alone, Frida's chances are slim. Gatuna has to choose between a lost cub that may never be found and a hungry cub she still has. She does what she must and heads south to her favorite watering hole. They don't wait long. There's a coati on the bank. Gatuna races in. Alma is ravenous. Night rolls in. A few kilometers to the north, for the first time in her life, Frida is sleeping alone. In the morning, Frida decides to leave the woodland. Instinct and hunger urges her to find her mother. She's still too young to hunt alone. Her sense of smell tells her she's still in Gatuna's territory. But her scent markings are old and faint. By using her newly trained nose and ears, there's a chance she could track down her family. If another jaguar doesn't find her first. Gatuna and Alma are on the marshland. They've headed north, back towards where Frida was lost. Today, it's Caiman for breakfast. Soon, this area will be transformed. When the rainy season comes, the land will flood. Then catching food will become harder again. Frida hasn't had any breakfast, but she has avoided danger so far. Now, she stumbled upon a brand new sight. As well as being a protected reserve, Caiman Lodge also has a cattle ranch. These pantaneros herd cattle through the wetland all year round. Jaguar mums prey on calves to feed their cubs. In much of Brazil, they'd be shot by ranchers. But in this protected area, jaguars are left alone. As the ranchers head away, Frida spots something else. One of the herd has died. It's an incredible stroke of luck. She hasn't eaten since the peccary 3 days ago. The carcass could be a huge feast. But she's learned a kill site is dangerous. Other cats could be lurking. She hangs back, watching and listening. Then, keeping alert, as her mother has shown her. Frida tucks in. Morning comes. It's day 2 without her family. Frida's done well to survive this long alone. But this morning, her well-trained nose has got a whiff of something special. A recent scent from her mum and Alma. She may be too late. But if she can follow the trail, there's a chance. Soon, she's not the only one smelling something familiar. Gatuna and Alma are catching it too. This mum has taught her bold cub well. She calls out to her daughter. After days alone in the wild, Frida is reunited with her sister and her mum. She's home. It's been a big 9 months for this small cub. From vulnerable beginnings, she's become a bold explorer. Beating the odds and making it home. She's found her love of climbing, of water, and of Caiman. There's still lots to learn. But with a wise mum to teach her, she'll soon have her own territory. Defending it when she needs to. And in this protected land, become a great mum herself one day. Meet Lola, the sea lion pup. For this youngster, growing up wild is one giant adventure. To thrive on Argentina's wild coast, Lola must learn the ways of land and the sea, how to handle the tides and the fights. She has her mother to teach her, but her greatest test will be learning to dodge hungry neighbors. Across South America, baby animals are taking their first steps and tackling their first challenges. Their generations are the future of their species. They are the new kids in the wild. This is Maria. She's an adult southern sea lion. She's landed on the beach, carrying precious cargo. It's a very special shoreline. Midway down the coast of Argentina, Peninsula Valdez juts out into the South Atlantic Ocean. At the top is Punta Norte, Maria's beach. The peninsula has around 400 kilometers of coastline and is home to over 30,000 southern sea lions. Now in summer, Maria's joining over 1,000 who choose Punta Norte Beach to give birth and breed. Lots of huge males are lined up along the shore, each surrounded by his group or harem of females. Maria spots a top male that looks able to keep her safe and protect her unborn pup. This is Ramiro. He weighs over 300 kilograms and looks strong enough for the job. Maria joins his harem. Rubbing necks helps them to get to know each other's face and smell. Ramiro probably isn't the father of her unborn pup, but his aim is to keep Maria safe in his harem until he mates with her. Indirectly, that's good for her pup. Giving birth in a big colony like Punta Norte means Maria is safer from outside predators. But predators aren't the only threat. The other males nearby are all poised to steal females if they get the chance. Ramiro must be bigger, stronger, and wiser than his neighbors. Maria needs the best protection for her and her pup. Two days later, and morning brings the dawn of a new life. Maria was born on this beach, and now a new generation is on the way. Her pup arrives. She's able to see and weighs a hefty 12 kilos. Little Lola. Immediately she calls out. Her mum calls back, and they begin to sniff each other. It's a great start. Soon there will be around 1,000 pups on this beach. It's vital she and Maria can recognize each other quickly, by their unique smells and calls. In the coming days, the pair will most surely get separated. This is not a peaceful nursery. Lola has been born in a battleground. Like Ramiro, the big males want as many females as possible in their harems. They will all grab and steal more whenever they get the chance. Every top male has to protect his harem night and day. They won't leave their females, not even to eat. In the mayhem, pups are caught in the crossfire. They often get separated from their mums. Sometimes worse. It's all very intimidating to a newborn pup. In Ramiro's harem, one of the other females has just given birth. Lots of males are close by, some looking for their first female. One sees his chance. He tries to steal the new mum. Ramiro fights and wins her back. Next door, others are cashing in on the chaos. This male has slunk in from the sea. He grabs another new mum and swings her away from her protector. Other males try to keep him away from their harems. The female tries to fight him too, but he's won her, for now. In the mayhem, the helpless newborn is left calling for its mum. For Maria and Lola, it's a close call. They need to watch their backs and hope Ramiro doesn't drop his guard. As an uneasy peace falls, the gulls start tidying up. Lola is getting used to her mum's smell and call, and is nursing. Maria's milk is packed with fat to help her create the layer of blubber Lola needs underneath her skin. It will keep her warm, especially when she starts swimming. The more she drinks, the fatter, warmer, and stronger she'll get. Further along the shoreline, huge elephant seals are frolicking in the surf. The peninsula is a vital breeding ground for these giants too. Males can weigh over 3,000 kilograms, and females can reach an impressive 900. Elephant seals can't walk, so they heave their bodies around on land. It's a slow and cumbersome process. Sea lions, though, can walk on their flippers, and adults can reach quite a speed. Just a few days later, Lola is practicing. Slowly. Her long flippers are built for swimming, but they can bend and twist to walk. It's really hard work, though. Especially on the pebbles. But mastering this skill will give her more chance of getting out of trouble when the next fight erupts. Asleep would be good right now, but it sounds like there's trouble brewing. Another series of fights have broken out on the beach. In the melee, Ramiro is busy fending off a neighbor on his left. While his back is turned, his right-hand neighbor cashes in. He grabs Maria for his harem. If she tries to flee, he might grab her again, and she could get hurt. Lola is left, stranded. She won't survive long on her own. Instinct tells her she must find her mum, somehow. There's a maze of other mums to negotiate, all fiercely protective of their pups and their prized milk. But then, she hears a familiar call. She's found her. They have a new protector, and he seems quicker on his flippers than Ramiro. But though it's peaceful now, on this beach, that never lasts for long. It's a big morning for Lola. She's over a week old, and already she's much stronger. Her walking is bolder. And thanks to all that rich milk, she's putting on weight. But while Lola has been nursing for days, Maria hasn't eaten at all. She hunts for her food in the sea. So today, she needs to go and forage, out in the ocean. Lola hasn't been on her own before. The beach is more dangerous without her mother to defend her. Her mum could be gone for days. It's a long time to be alone in a battleground. But actually, Lola won't be on her own. Sea lions have a sort of daycare. With lots of pups born at the same time, other mums need to go hunting too. So today, Lola joins the colony kindergarten. It's a busy place, full of complaining, wriggling pups. There's no nursery staff as such, but other mums tolerate pups nearby, so long as they don't get too close. It's a big first without Maria. But at least Lola has new friends to snuggle with. Maybe growing up on this beach isn't so bad after all. In fact, Lola's home is an ideal spot for a new sea lion. It's on the edge of a huge dry plateau. A windswept desert with no trees, but lots of tough plants. There's steep cliffs, around 100 meters high. Rocky pools and channels fringe the shore. It's home to so much wildlife, it's a protected UNESCO World Heritage Site. Offshore, around 24 orcas visit this coastline. Along with rare southern right whales. On the beaches, just like sea lions, penguins come back to the same beach every year to breed. These are Magellanic penguins. Unlike the sea lions, they mate for life. And when the pair meet again, after months apart at sea, there's a gently rapturous reunion. When the chicks arrive, Mum and Dad share the parenting too. They're a small, tight-knit family with doting parents. It's a stark contrast to Lola's life just along the beach. Out at sea, Maria is fishing. She's a fabulous diver and scours the seabed hunting for octopus and squid. Her eyes are adapted to see in low light, which is really useful, as her average dive is around 45 meters deep. Her body is so evolved for diving. She only needs to come up for air every 20 minutes. And her long front flippers provide superb speed in the water. She needs to catch a lot of squid and fish to make that rich milk for her daughter. On the beach, Lola has had enough of waiting. It's been 3 days. She's hungry, and there's so much trouble to avoid. Other mums are as grumpy as usual. And all the males, young and old, fight at a moment's notice. She has to steer clear of so many big sea lions. It's tough being a pup. Lola sees mums are coming home. She calls. But none are Maria. And then she hears the unique reply she's been waiting for. Mum is back. After 3 days hunting at sea, there's lots of milk to fill a growing, hungry tummy. Another morning at Punta Norte. The sun is just pushing through. Everyone is resting on the beach. Thanks to her mother's milk, Lola's packing on more weight. Her growing layer of blubber is helpful in the cold. But on a sunny day, it's easy to get too hot. By watching her mum, Lola has a new trick. Flipper lifting. Her flippers are long and slender, with blood vessels close to the surface. When she lifts them into the breeze, or pushes them into the wet pebbles, her body loses heat really quickly. Everyone does it. It's really cool. It's getting quieter at Punta Norte these days. The big males are leaving the beach. Now they've mated with their females, they're off to hunt and eat for the first time in about 2 months. For Lola and the other pups, it's the start of a new and very special time. with mostly mums, pups and young adults on the beach. Everyone can relax. There's more space to play and to learn, and more time for both. Lola has many lessons ahead to become a savvy sea lion. Puente Norte is the perfect place to start a crucial one: swimming. The steep beach is fringed with rocks, creating loads of sea lion paddling pools. Unlike a lot of marine mammals who swim well from birth, Lola needs her mum and aunties to teach her. At 4 weeks old now, she's strong enough to learn. Lola's nose closes naturally when she's in the sea. But she can't breathe underwater. So she learns to come up for air. She's starting to get the hang of it. Until she opens her mouth and gets a load of seawater and sand. When the tide drops further, it gets even more fun. Extra pools appear. The whole area is one great pup playground. It's a big reason why Lola's mum and probably grandma were born at Puente Norte. It's such a safe swimming place. Mums can leave pups to explore alone. She finds pool after pool. She plays bitey face games with her friend Sophia, practicing how to defend herself and catch things with her teeth. And she has such fun swimming, she doesn't notice that most of the others have already gone back. It's a long way back to the beach when the tide is out. Other pups are heading for a snooze with creche mates. They choose the most direct route. The middle is the safest place to be, and the favorite. But Lola's mum is waiting on the beach, and that's the best place of all. It's a very different day at Puente Norte. The tide is in, and the wind is whipping up the waves. Maria is hungry. She heads off for a few days feeding. Lola doesn't want to be left behind this time. After swimming in the rock pools, her confidence is high. She sets off to follow Maria. Her mum dips under the next wave. And Lola feels the full force of the southern Atlantic. This huge sea is way out of her league. She hurries back to her friends. As Peninsula Valdez is a protected area, pleasure boats and fishing activities are restricted. It means Maria can find food close to the shore, ideal for a mum with a hungry daughter on the beach. Her hearing is superb, and her sensitive whiskers pick up vibrations in the water. So even when visibility is poor, she can still find fish to hunt. Bigger prey she'll often shake to rip it apart. Small anchovies like these, she swallows whole. Hunting well takes months of practice. Maria will be alongside her daughter for almost a year, teaching the skills she needs. Back on the beach, Lola's day has got much better. There's so many things to discover and play with. She practices shaking seaweed prey and feels new textures with her whiskers. She tests out what might be good to eat, what smells bad, and how her flippers work. It's all very intriguing. There's lots of bitey face games on the beach today. As she plays, Lola's jaws are getting stronger and faster. It means she'll catch more fish in the future, and one day be able to defend her own pup. It's even possible to play with three, if you're really quick. As the wind picks up, the sea gets rougher. Maria is back from hunting and wants to sleep. But Lola has spotted something, and it needs investigating. It's unusual. Lola's not met a penguin before. She spots a youngster too. She tests it out with her teeth, but it doesn't flap like seaweed. It seems quite cross and doesn't like bitey games. She tries again, but he doesn't join in. He's no fun. The tide is on its way out, so soon better games are on offer. The rock pool playground is open. Maria takes Lola down to hone her swimming skills. Some friends have come along too. Sophia is the best rock pool buddy. Together, they play great games. Dipping under the water to avoid a bite. Swimming further in a game of sea lion tag. It's really easy to float, but diving down is trickier. To practice swimming in deeper water, Maria takes her closer to the sea. Maria calls, trying to keep Lola close and to warn off other mums coming back from hunting. They're making the long, rocky trek to the beach. Lola is having too much fun to listen to Maria. One mum is scratching in the rock pools. They get too close to the scratcher. The scratcher slinks up from behind to tell Lola off. Maria defends her daughter and barks a warning to keep away. It's a big lesson. The next time Maria calls like that, Lola knows to pay more attention. Two months on at Punta Norte, and now all the pups are enjoying deep water. It's great fun to swim out with the swell and surf back in. Lola is at the water's edge, but not for long. She's learned to duck under the waves, dodging the full force, and play chase, twisting, turning, and doubling back. It's an important game. The better Lola gets at swimming, the more fish she'll catch. Some of the older pups are heading off with their mums to other beaches on the peninsula. That means swimming in open sea and covering longer distances. Larger pups are strong enough to travel. Far-off waters might be treacherous, but there are still dangers close to home. The rocks that are visible at low tide form a barrier between the beach and the open sea. They create a stretch of protective shallows until the huge tide gets high. Between the rocks, there are also deep channels leading in from the sea. These waterways provide routes for bigger creatures to access the beach easily, and for longer. They're called attack channels, for good reason. These orcas eat fish, squid, and sometimes even whales. In open water, adult sea lions dodge and dive so quickly, orcas can struggle to catch them. This year's pups have yet to master the skills. They are an orca's favorite. But these predators don't need to wait for pups to leave the beach. Punta Norte orcas are thought to be one of two groups in the world who have learned to hunt sea lion pups by waiting for a high tide and using the attack channel to launch themselves onto the beach. They will try to grab a pup, then wriggle back off the pebbles. Get it wrong, and they're stranded. But these skills have been handed down through the generations. They're very successful. This morning, the tide is in. The rock pools are deep underwater. Maria and Lola are resting on the beach. Some juvenile sea lions are playing in the swell. Lola wants to join them, but her mum isn't keen. Maria has spotted fins. It's a pod of three, a mother and two daughters. In today's weather, the orcas have a problem. To catch the pups, they listen for them playing in the shallows. In this swell, sound can be drowned out by the waves. Instead, the trio start to cruise along the beach, hoping to catch a pup in the surf. The youngsters haven't spotted the fins. In open water, they're too quick and agile for orcas to catch. But in the surf, these killers can arrive with no warning. One youngster finds itself just meters from a fin. Another meets them head-on in the surf. But the orcas can't turn sharply enough to make the grab. That was a narrow escape. The orcas do a last pass and head off. They may not have been successful today, but they'll be back. Lola sees why her mum kept her on the beach. Fins aren't friendly. It's a great morning for games at Punta Norte. The big swell has brought in a new piece of driftwood. And Lola's playing Queen of the Castle. She's older and bigger than her male friend. But he's more aggressive. And bites really hard. This Bolshoi male seems to be starting young. By late morning, the wind has dropped. The tide is high, and the sea is calm. Most of the colony is snoozing, while Maria is away fishing. Lola is down on the beach, playing chase in the tiny waves. She's so busy having fun, she doesn't spot the fins or hear adults calling. In this quiet sea, the orcas can easily pinpoint a pup. Lola zooms along the tide line. She races as fast as she can and overtakes her playmate. She hears something new in the water. But she can't see over the waves. There's no time to react. The orca has caught the other pup, turning and carrying its prey out to sea. Lola is alive by pure luck. Fins really can come from nowhere. She knows that now. She hurries back along the dry beach to reach the others. The lesson was terrifying, but living through it has upped her odds of survival. She understands orcas now, and she'll be far more savvy when she takes to the open sea. Punta Norte is a challenging beach, but it creates elite sea lions. Lola will definitely be one of them. It's been a dramatic first 4 months for Lola. Born into a battleground, she survived fights and separation. She's learned about big waves, small pools, and how much fun it is to swim. And she knows what danger looks like. Soon she'll venture into the sea with Mum, learning to hunt, becoming stronger and more agile. One day, she'll be a mum herself, teaching her own pups how to be a savvy southern sea lion.